Covering her face, the British teenager who said she was raped by a group of men in Cyprus arrived in court to be sentenced for lying to the police. Protesters gathered to support her. They say courts in Cyprus are punishing victims of abuse.
Cyprus justice, shame on you!
In July last year, the girl reported being raped by up to 12 Israelis in a hotel room in Ayia Napa. She says she was questioned by police for 8 hours without a lawyer and forced to retract her account of what happened. Police charged her for making a false statement and the teenager was taken into custody. She's now been sentenced to 4 months in prison, suspended for 3 years.
She remains adamant of her innocence and that she has told the truth. And whilst we welcome today the fact that the sentence of the judge imposed allows her to go home, we strongly contest the conviction and the fight for her innocence will go on regardless.
Handing down the sentence, the judge said that he'd taken into account her age, the fact she'd served more than a month in prison already, and that she had missed the start of her university course. But he said this was a very serious crime. Being able to go home was the best this British family could hope for. But before the hearing, the girl's mother told us even that would be difficult.
Life won't be the same for her. She's not the same person now as she was 6 months ago. So she's moved on, she's got a lot of different experiences which she didn't have before, and she's going to try and fit back into her life. I think that'll be a very, very big adjustment. Obviously she needs the treatment for the PTSD, and I'm not sure what form that takes, so yeah, that will be next steps.
Blame the rapist, not the victim.
The judge struggled to be heard in the courtroom over the chants from the supporters outside. Among them, a group of women from Israel, the home of those she accused. The 19-year-old travelled home tonight convicted, but determined to clear her name.
Well, Stacey's in Ayia Napa tonight. So, Stacey, they may be on their way back home, but this ordeal is far from over, is it, for this teenager and her family. So where does it go from here?
Well, her parents have always said the priority is they need to get her home. She's not been back to the UK since she came here in July last year. That is, of course, happening tonight. They then say the next step is to get her treated for that post-traumatic stress disorder. And they say only once she is ready will they launch the appeal. Firstly, they'll appeal here in Cyprus at the Supreme Court. And if that fails, they'll then head to the European Courts of Justice. But the appeals process is so long and often so costly. They say they are determined to clear her name, but she is convicted of a crime here in Cyprus. So this feels like today is only the beginning rather than the end.